Everyone is somewhere. Our locality on a point on Earth links somewhat to our mere existence at a point in time. We are there. But I am convinced reality has vast layers of existence points, and we have existence points in these layers as well. We are not confined to the organic of our molecules. Now, the common hypothesis of a collective consciousness of humanity is by itself no irritant to the academic mind, because the hypothesis has been leisurely dismissed with a lazy sigh. And who is in the mood for such foolishness? I like the term coalesced consciousness of collective humanity, and therein to discover the idea of things that cohere or mingle. Our minds, together, form a tree. In the dimensional spiritual layers, this is an actual shape of a tree. It is not a tree as on Earth, it is the shape of a tree. The book of Genesis starts off with two enigmatic trees, and the inspired writer confidently inserts these trees as a thing, and is seemingly in no mood to satisfy or explain our favorite theological doctrines. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil, for instance, is a dimensional tree, or the shape of a cosmic tree, as it were, representing and containing, as a fundamental locality, for things must be somewhere, all the dimensions, layers of outer worlds, domains, wherein are millions of spiritual and alien species, and so on. The physics of this allness takes on the shape of a tree. It must have from the widest lens downward have a shape. One can even say, with a more local lens, that the human is a tree. I am thinking of the lymphatic system, our vein and artery system in our body, all the neurons and nerves extending through the body. They have a sort of shape like a tree seen in their isolation. There is still another tree, returning to the notion of a collective consciousness. Our minds in the spiritual words, our consciousness, have location, and our minds have a gravity for each other. They cohere and link up, like bees at a nest, and the wide lens of this coherence looks like a tree. Now when we think in our minds, however casually and daily, I exist or have a sense of self or I am, therein is also the sense of locality, I am here. Nearby is another thought in the mind. Because the mind has a gravity or affinity to other minds that swim in existence, it wants to join, really it joins pathologically, which is my main point here. A small nuance of thought occurs in this moment. The mind of the self, unconsciously for the most part, pours out itself in the joining of the group tree. It gives a little of itself up. The decision comes from our sense of an injury inside us or need, a big cut or gash that is inside us. We trade with this and are compelled to join by pouring. So there exists a tree that should not exist. It is the tree of a collective consciousness that joins minds with injured outward pouring. The healthy self and mind keeps secrets, guards itself, has a barrier around its sanctity points of self. It does not pour out outside of itself. The problem with the pathological tree is that such pouring out outside of oneself is locality loss, and there are minds and souls on earth, enchanters and sorcerers, and I suspect some alien beings too, and spiritual fallen beings, who had found a way to draw energy from this tree wherein we had willingly poured into. Those sorcerers can do that because of locality. They can feed off of you because you are not in your proper locality. You had trespassed and spread out too far. I suspect that when a young child is injured, something inside their mind, in pain, spreads out into this cosmos, a sort of bewildered cry, because nothing can be held inside. The locality of this painful soul, or part of it, binds to the group tree, and there are bad humans and beings out there who can feed off this tree for sustenance.